Yo, what up? What up, family? What up, y'all? What up? What up, listeners? What up, strangers? What up, friends? What up, brothers and sisters? You know what I mean? What up, believers, non-believers, hypocrites? What up? Oh man, been asked to speak about something that I'm really meditating and asking for guidance on how to go about expressing views that I've been expressing since I was a kid, man. This is nothing new, which I see on the media, which I see on the news, the narrative that is being portrayed. Sometimes I don't even know where to start at, sometimes that be the frustrating thing with me. Like, because of the fact that most of us, most human beings, they just want what I call fake peace, what I call fake chill. Like, this shit is not important until this shit's happening to you. You know what I mean? And anybody that's coming to give you some knowledge, perspective that you may not be aware of, something to break the spell. Because see, it's easy to make things spooky, you know what I mean? You gotta understand, that's what TV is all about. TV is all about making things sci-fi for you, making things spooky, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna paint, we're gonna do witches and ghosts, and we're gonna do robo-cops, and we're gonna do all these different things to make you think that it can't happen, think that it's like sci-fi, think that if it do happen, it's gonna be like this, and because it's not like this, it ain't it. But no, man, no. When it comes to the AI is already here, bro. It's your phone. Your phone is already an AI. You already becoming a cyborg. You already, listen, we eat through our eyes and our ears just as much as we eat through our mouth, and you are what you eat. Whatever's in here is the only thing that can come out. We eat through our eyes and ears, and it swirls around inside here, and then we call it thoughts. But ask yourself, when have you ever had an original thought? When have you ever said, this is me, this is what I think? You can't be honest with you and say that you did that without taking a second. Because most of the things you probably say was ain't it. That's not your thoughts. That's information that you gathered somewhere along your lifespan. So you gotta understand, we're not dealing with no dummies. You gotta understand. Part of my challenge is that sometimes I could be a little bit impatient. I could be impatient because of my experiences with ignorance, my experience with people that think they know, my experience with being humbled by not knowing as much as I thought I knew and then learning more, and also being humbled by some of the things that I still don't know, that I actually struggle with. See, there's no shame in struggle. Struggle is just showing you what you got to work on. And you may not master everything, so it's about loving yours, like J. Cole said, right? Can you love yours? Can you love your life? Can you love what was dealt to you? Can you count your blessings? Let me tell you something. There's lost souls all around us. There's jinn, there's lost souls, there's spiritual beings all around us, waiting for a person to be depressed, waiting for a person to be ungrateful, waiting for a person to have a moment where their energy is low, to swoop on in and take over your body. Who you dealing with, who you looking at, your family member, your friend, a stranger on the street. You seeing the face of a person, but that person may not even be who's living in that body. All of a sudden your man's like doing this when he never liked that. Or you see a person doing stuff that don't make no sense. That's because the spirit that's living in them, all right, likes doing that stuff and is using their body as a rag doll. Guess what? Use that body as a rag doll until they discard of the body and be done with it and pick another body to use. All right, so make sure you're grateful. Make sure you go to sleep with a high vibration. Make sure you wake up with a high vibration. Make sure you treat your loved ones with the love and respect that they deserve. Because you'll mess around and be a walking dead, man. And we got walking deads among us, man. People that we love. I mean, let me tell you something. It's not too late, okay? It's not too late. It's not too late to take a look around us and be the intelligent human that you are. Be the intelligent human that you are, okay? It takes financial means to run something like a TV channel. It takes financial means to run something like a news source. It takes financial means to run these things. And where are these financial means coming from? Follow the money. Follow the money. Okay? There was a dude by the name of Edward Bernays. He was Sigmund Freud's nephew. Sigmund Freud was in Vienna. He didn't care too much about the United States. A lot of people don't like the culture here. They know it's all a setup. They know it's all a facade and a setup. Sort of like Dubai. But Dubai is on a whole nother level. Vegas and Dubai are like the comic book version of the United States. But the United States is a big ass facade. Okay? It's not the country like you think it is. I love my country. I love where my feet are. Where my feet are is my home, and I'm gonna protect everybody around me in that place, because guess what? If the place ain't safe when I'm there, it's never safe. So guess what? I ain't gonna be useless. Wherever I'm at, that space is gonna be safe. So help me God. That's how I feel. I feel like the people around me need to be safe. But this place is a facade. So Sigmund Freud didn't really mess with this place like that, but his nephew did. His nephew was all about that bread, and his nephew had acquired some ideas from his uncle Sigmund Freud, and it became what we know today as propaganda and public relations, because he learned from his uncle how the brain works. He learned from his uncle how to move people's hearts, move people's emotions, and make them be on board with a certain thing. And the first experiment that they did was the women's liberation movement. During the Easter parade, they had all these women, because women was fighting, they wanted to go to work and this and that, with white women actually. It had nothing to do with black women or Latino women, because those women were with their men fighting for civil rights. The family was together in our movement at that particular time. The white women wanted liberation, they wanted to work, and the Rockefellers and them said, go, send their ass to work, because that's 50% of the population that we're not taxing. So they hired these people all together. They hired Sigmund Freud. It became what we know as public relations and propaganda. And what they use it to this day, catchwords, catchphrases, every single catchword that becomes a living room word, you could just look at it and know that it's a setup. You could look at it and know that it's a setup. But most people can't look at it and know that it's a setup. They're too far gone. But the Easter parade. So the Easter parade, they took and they had all these people lined up, these women lined up in the front row. And they said, when we say go, we're going to have all the news cameras. The photographers was waiting. And they said, when we say go, we're going to have y'all light up cigarettes. They're going to take pictures on the front of the parade. And then we're going to put it on the front news of the paper, and we're going to say these women are lighting torches of freedom. So they use cigarettes as a freedom symbol. And then they created what we know today as the women's liberation and the feminist movement and all this way back then. I'm not good with timelines, so you look it up for yourself. I'm on that right now. I'm on that right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that right there. I'm not getting caught up on this and that. I'm not trying to debate with nobody. I'm not debating with nobody. I've been doing this shit for 3 decades. Motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And I don't say that with an ego. I say that because I did think that, oh, you know, this person made me feel like I'm not so smart because I didn't go to college. Fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck you. What I got is not from school. You know what I'm saying? It's from the spirit. It's from realness. It's from truth. It's from experience. It's from, you know what I mean? And I ain't mad at school. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody that went to school. Let me put it that way. But it's all part of the whole social engineering. Social engineering to make you think you're an elite slave now. Now you better than your brothers because you had surpassed a certain level of tests that we put you through and memorization that we put you through and really conditioning and programming that we put you through. So now we programmed you to think that you better than your brothers. Now you an elite slave. So anything they put on TV, man, you believe it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I hit my coach up. I hit my coach Rami up. I said, Rami, I hit him up on Messenger. I'm sick of this shit. I hit him up on Messenger just to ask him how his family's doing, bro. I just said, Rami, how's your family? And I didn't think to myself till today. He didn't reply, and it's okay. I didn't expect him to reply. He got a lot going on, probably, or it's too emotional to even know how to reply to that. Or, you know, it's no big deal. We roll like that. We that tight. But I thought to myself today, like, how the fuck he gonna reply to me when the shit's still going on? How the fuck he know if his family's good or not? When the shit's still going on. And you think this happened, this is now, you think that you letting the media tell you that these people are the bad guy? And you don't even know a little bit? Look, first of all, what's been going on right now been going on for a long time. I was born in 1979, and I'm talking about a long time as far as our common era. I'm talking about something that's been going on since the 70s, somebody with their foot on your neck, still happening. They want to connect it to the Bible, and that's how they put you to sleep. They tell you, oh, it's been going on since Bible days. Nah, we're not talking about that. That's all vague, and we don't even really know how, because the names and the people has changed. Okay? So let's get down to what's really going on. Let's get down to what's really going on. So Britain was getting ready to lose to the Germans and the Ottomans. The Rockefellers said, we'll get the United States involved. We'll help you. Rockefellers or Rothschilds, one of them, both of them. I don't know. Look it up. Germany had them surrounded, I mean, Germany and the Ottomans was allies, and Germany had Britain surrounded. The Rockefeller said, we can help you in exchange for one thing. We're looking for a homeland for the Jewish people. First, they were going to do it in Uganda, but a bunch of Polish and Khazarian people hiding in Uganda is just as funny as Jesus hiding in Egypt in the Bible. They was brown people. They was melanated people. And these people are the original people. And these people now, they adopted the Jewish culture from the people that used to travel, the merchants going up around their areas of Eastern Europe. And they became religiously Jewish people, but they're not the Israelites that the Bible or the Quran speaks about. And that's just a fact. So first we got to get that straight before you understand what's going on and that the Bible says stand with Israel. Who is Israel that the Bible's telling you to stand with? Because this Israel didn't exist till 1940, and the people that actually practice the Jewish faith don't even agree with it. Because in their Jewish faith, they're still waiting for the Messiah to give them their homeland. They don't believe in taking it by force. So who are these people that are calling themselves Israel? There's a term that can shine a light on who these people are, and that term is called Zionist. Zionist and Zionism. You have to look this up if you want to understand what's going on. As far as the Hamas is concerned, I don't know nothing about that. And Hamas ain't got nothing to do with Islam. From my understanding, my dad just asked me the other day, he said it, and I said, damn, that's a good question. I think they could possibly be a political party, like Republicans and Democrats, and please pardon my ignorance when it comes to that. But that's not important to me. What's important to me is that I believe they all in cahoots. If you ask me, they all in cahoots. These secret little intelligence organizations in all these countries are one organization, and they are in different countries to do their thing. It's called population, social, mental control of what's going on, because if the people get too free, they fear that. So they have to create the narrative and control the narrative of how you see things, man. If you travel, you'll see that in different countries, life is different, man. Life is not this stressful thing that we have here in the United States, man. Where we it's not that, yo. Life is stressful everywhere. Life is full of stress, but you gotta travel a little bit to see that what's being told to you is a lie. We eat food that's not even food. It came from slavery, from giving us scraps, and we call it culture. We call it soul food. From the Puerto Rican culture all the way up. I don't gotta eat chicharrones to be Puerto Rican. Whatever. That's bull. That's corny to me. That shit's nasty. You eat it. Just like you eat all the shit you watching on the news. Because guess what? A civilized person must speak up, man, against oppression. Against oppression. If these organizations come up with a plot and a propaganda scheme that they want to put out there and say this is why and just make it happen, they're going to do it, man. Look at 9/11. Y'all still believe that 9/11 is what it is? Come on, man. Use the same logic then. If you got a little bit of, man, that might have been some bullshit and evidence, and you don't, that was when, and look at now, like they still going with the people, disrespecting the people that passed away, really, by saying remember those that passed away. You don't give a damn about the people that passed away because you killed them. Now you trying to tell us to care about them by siding with you. You don't give a damn about the people. Just like you don't give a damn about telling them, hey, you do your part. You throw a couple of missiles over here. It's about to get crazy, but we'll sweep it all up at the end. And you know we're going to be all right. Here's the check. Do what you got to do. And we're going to set it off from there. And kill 1,500 plus Palestinian children and women and all of that. They don't give a damn about the people that died in 9/11. They don't give a damn about the people that's dying in Palestine. And they don't give a damn about you. They bullshitting you, man. And we go into these religions seeking for guidance, seeking for wisdom. And the people at the top is all in cahoots. And they don't want you to study. They want you to stay illiterate, just like they did in slavery when they made reading illegal. I gotta speak up. The football today was about when the prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, if you see an injustice, stop it with your hands. There's different ways to stop things with your hands, all right? I'm not no barbarian, all right? I'm a civilized. The Imam said you could probably type, since you be up there typing all that other stuff, you can maybe type something with those hands that makes some type of sense. But he said, if you can't change it with your hands, change it with the tongue. Change it with your words. Speak up like I'm doing right now. I speak about this in my community. I live this life. Just because I ain't on social media, anybody that know me know I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for, listen, man. RJ Payne barbershop just came out today, man. Go cop that. Because there's people out here that don't give a damn about fame. They just spend their life getting better and better and better and better. Because they want to be a master. They don't give a damn about you acknowledging them or giving them damn props. But we was put here to do a job. We was put here to do a mission. We was put here to be an example to others. So I do utilize social media, and I still have almost like a dual personality thing, a love-hate relationship, because I really just need a camera crew, man. I don't got time to be trying to show myself off. I don't got that type of interest to do it myself. But the Imam said that if you can't stop it with your tongue, man, speak up. Then at least, if you're the least of the people, if you're that much of a coward that you can't even speak, forget changing it with your hands, because they're going to send your ass to jail. And they're going to interrogate you and they're going to torture you. They got the shit all set up. You got to be patient. You got to be wise if you know what's up. But if you can't change it with your hands, is out of the question, change it with your tongue. If you're that much of a coward that you can't speak up against injustice and oppression, then at least hate it in your heart. And propaganda is all an issue with the heart, because it moves your heart. So question what they showing you. When you find out it's some bullshit, hate what they showing you. And don't fuck with what they showing you. Stop eating what they giving you, man. That's the way you can hate it in your heart and be sincere, man. Don't just be acting like, because it's not happening to me, it's not important. And then you call yourself a believer. Christian, Muslim, Buddhist. You call yourself a believer, but it's all right as long as you can enjoy your little coffee with your little piece of bread, or your little mandala, or your little binaural beats, or whatever you're doing. Hate it in your heart. This is all a frequency and a vibration. It's a third dimensional reality. It's not the whole reality, but we here, and it's a spiritual war. And you got to ask yourself, who are you? Because you're going to gain a reward or a penalty for your actions. And that's justice. And on that note, I say peace.